Hi everybody, it's Becky. Got home in the wee hours of the morning today from our weekend down to see the family. So I just thought I'd check in and see how everybody was doing. For those of you who are new to my channel, thank you for coming by. I appreciate your time that you've taken. Pardon while I reposition my lighting here. I'm currently working on a wolf diamond painting for the wolf Dreamcatcher paint along that most of my friends have already completed. I am down to being the lone wolf now. This was started by Lazy Retired Granny, and her and DP Crazy Lady, Crafty Chef Diamond, and Crafting with V, and myself all got together and said, let's do the Diamond Art Club Wolf Dreamcatcher. I chose not to do that particular painting. It just wasn't my style, but I absolutely love how everyone else's has turned out. So I chose to pick up this square drill painting from Amazon. It was $9.99. It's a 40 by 50 and it has 22 colors. I've been working through it using a random section drawing. I have labeled each section that I've taped off with washi tape and labeled them numbers 1 through 35 because that's how many sections I ended up with. And I am currently working on section number 13. I'm not sure if that video made it up or not. I did section 14 in my last video, I think is where I was working, and I drew to do what section would come up next so that you guys would have a little anticipation of where we were headed. And unfortunately, I had a couple of videos that were not able to be uploaded over the weekend. We just did not have great Wi-Fi connections, which was crazy because we were in a major city. You would think that there would be like Wi-Fi everywhere, but there wasn't. Our tiny little town here in Oklahoma, we actually have like Wi-Fi in our downtown area. But even the fancy hotel that our family put us up in over the weekend did not have good enough Wi-Fi connections for me to upload a video, which I felt was crazy, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, so I'm working on section 13. I just recently completed 13. That will have been the last section I think that you guys saw. I feel like there's some drills popping up out of that. I don't think I rollered it. This little roller is actually from Temu. It was less than $3 for sure, but probably, knowing me, under $2. And it just kind of presses the drills down a little more firmly. As far as our trip goes, we mostly had a good time. There were a couple of little snafus along the way, but nothing to end the world. So, like I said, we're home. We're very thankful to be home now. My husband and I are neither one. We love to travel, but we don't like to be away from home. And I know that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, but that is what it is. Pardon me while I plug my light pad back in. Some of these letters on this particular canvas are easier to see with the light, and others are better without the light pad. So I just kind of have to switch back and forth between as needed. Bloopers. Let's reshake the tray. So, got one of our nieces graduated from high school this weekend. We're super excited for her next adventure going off to college. And she's got that mostly set up and ready to go. I think she'll be in for a bit of a surprise this fall when it actually comes to, moving into a dorm room and getting situated to, living on her own. She's very mature for her age. She's a great leader, so I don't think she'll have really any trouble fitting in. But, it takes some time to get used to new surroundings and new people. Her graduating class had like 120 something students in it, and every single one of them got into a college, and I believe most of them got into their first choice of college. So I think the number that they threw out there at this graduation, I think, was somewhere around like $11 million in scholarships that this class had earned collectively. So super high achieving school. She has really enjoyed her time there, and her younger sister goes to the same school. She's quite a bit younger, several years younger, so she's got a little ways before we graduate her. So she gets to be an only child for a few years while sister's off at college. The younger of the two nieces actually does a bit of diamond painting herself. And so it's always fun to kind of talk about, what we're working on. She's between projects right now. And she says that she just hasn't had a chance to go to Michael's recently to go get a painting. And I said, well, that there are lots of places online you can order those. I said, and Joann's and Hobby Lobby have them as well. And everybody has a little different selection. We didn't get the time to go and explore and pick her out a new painting or anything, but she's definitely going to try to get the time to get mom or dad to take her and see, because I know our Joann's here in my area had several paintings that were on clearance the last I looked. None that appealed to me, but I think there were a couple of Disney ones. Crafty Chef Diamond is going to start hosting a Friends Paint Along with Disney paintings here soon. I do plan on joining into that, but I haven't found the right painting yet. I did a little bit of looking today, but I haven't found exactly what I want yet. She had ordered hers from GBFKE. I think that's the right letters, and even probably in the right order. So I went on there and I kind of glanced around a bit as I was working. And there were several there that I liked. I just wasn't ready to, hit the here's my credit card information button yet. I've got to get some new wax here. Let's see. So I will be in the market for a Disney diamond painting here soon. I'd love to see what everybody has in their stash as far as Disney paintings go. I know they're not always available later, if you've had them for a few years, but just to kind of give me an idea of what's out there. I've never really looked closely at the Disney paintings, just because it's, again, I try to keep my diamond paintings as something that I would actually hang in my house and, be proud to say, hey, look what I can do. Disney's just not a huge part of our lives, so I don't do much stuff with Disney. I do have a niece on my side of the family. The family we went to this weekend was on my husband's side. On my side, I do have a niece who actually is a travel agent for Disney. So if I do a Disney painting, it may just end up being a Christmas gift for her. So I'm kind of looking with open eyes of anything that's got I'd like to stay on the smaller side. You know, a 30 by 40, I've only ever done one 30 by 40. Most of my stuff is actually larger than that. So if I do a 30 by 40, I don't want like a huge amount of detail because I don't want it to be too, you know, too pixelated that you can't really tell what the picture is. A 40 by 50, I think, for an event like this, aside from the Chuck Penson, will probably be the largest that I order for something that's not going to go on display in my house necessarily. So like I said, show me what you've got that you're thinking about doing for the Disney painting. I do like the one that Crafty Chef Diamond showed because it's got so many characters in it, and I think it's got good, you know, good level of detail for the size. So that I may end up going that route, and I've been wanting to order from GB FKE letters. Goodness, I don't know why I can't do letters right now, but I can start typing it in my phone, and my phone knows what I'm talking about because I've looked at that site so many times. And you know, I've seen on there that they do typically have some specials where if you buy multiples, you get a freebie. So in order to justify the shipping, I will probably end up ordering more than one painting from there. So I'll definitely be kind of building a wish list of other paintings that I might want to do from there too. Y'all are making me create a stash. I don't want a huge stash of diamond paintings. I've got a huge stash of fabric that I know I'll never use all of. And so I need to, you know, make sure that I do work through some of what I've got here. My big pink floral picture that I showed you guys in my projects and waiting video a while back, I think we might aim at doing that one maybe in the winter time where everything's dull and gray. Maybe we should do a nice fun spring floral painting to kind of boost our spirits during that time. Let me know what you think about that idea. If we've got a month, I don't know how this has become like a monthly paint along so quickly, but hey, I'm all for it. So like I said, maybe a floral painting during the winter time, so that we can, you know, just have something bright and cheerful to look at while we're, you know, in our cold, dark winter months. I know some of us that are further south don't have quite as dark a months, but you never know with what the weather's doing these days. We've had some crazy seasons that are just like out of the ordinary for us. So, but yeah, so down in the comments, let me know if you've got a painting already for Disney, what it is. If you are planning on ordering something, what are you getting? Where are you getting it from? And then, of course, remember to let us know if you are doing the Chuck Penson paint along with us. Most of us are working on the Golden Valley. However, Hoya Bella, I don't know if you just heard my cat going crazy in the background, but she's been weird all day. So, yes, you have been weird all day. You. I feel your pain, Hoya. Whenever she gets going crazy, you just can't stop her. Anyways, let me know what you're going to do for your diamond painting for the Chuck Penson paint along. If you're going to participate, remember we have no rules or regulations. We like seeing what everybody else is working on, and it's fun to work on something similar along with your friends. So let us know if you're participating and what painting are you doing. Are you doing the Golden Valley? Have you chosen a different Chuck Penson from your stash? It can be as big or small as you want it to be. If you don't necessarily want a Chuck Penson painting, maybe you'll find something similar that you like, that fits your style better. We are happy to see what landscape you like. otherwise, I think that's about all I've got to chit chat about right at the moment. If I think of anything else, you'll get another video soon. Thanks again for stopping by. I appreciate all of my subscribers. I appreciate everybody going and subscribing to my friends and watching all of our videos. It's certainly appreciated. So again, thanks. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you like my content. If you don't like my content, let me know why. What can I change? What can I improve? I don't know how to do a lot of things, so don't, you know, if you're asking for something that you haven't seen me do yet, maybe drop a link to a video to show me how to do that. Anyways, you guys have a great night. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.